Hey guys, it's Keleas here with Keleas.com. I'm excited to do this simple Saturday project with you. And these type of projects are fast and easy. They use a bunch of great components from our website. And we just make it simple for you. So come on in. Let's get started. Yay! All right, make sure you like and subscribe and follow us wherever you're watching this video because we would like you to see more projects just like this. Now, we're going to do this beach theme, so I want to tell you about the supplies we're going to use. I've got, of course, my Keleas.com, I already hit it. We've got a hibiscus, which just screams beach. Then we have the cute little flip-flops with the pink and the teal. So that was my motivation. We're going to use a nice teal filler flower. I have 2 bushes of this. So if you want it less full or more full, you can use less or more of that. I'm going to use 2. And you need a little bit of floral foam. You get the nice firm kind. This is the kind we need, so everything's going to hold together really pretty. Then we're going to need, I'm going to use a welcome sign that we're going to pop on top of that. And this one has the cute teal flowers. It's going to bring in the teal color from the polka dot. Perfect. And then, because I want to make it super extra beachy, we have a cute little dolphin pit. I love him, and they're going to go swimming on our flip-flop also. So, that's our supplies we're going to use. Let me grab our glue pot and bring it over here to our work area. I'm going to scoot these guys over a little bit. And let me move our hibiscus. And I'm going to set our glue pot right here because we're going to, first of all, we've got to get the foam attached to our base. Okay, so I cut a nice little block out. Now, the size of the block is going to depend on how large of a sign you're using. So, depending on your sign, you just need it to be large enough to hold the sign and be able to hold the flowers in with it. I've carved out this little canal here because you can't just attach foam anywhere to the burlap. It's not strong enough. You've got to have it somewhere where there's a wire or a grapevine support. So here there is. So I wanted this to be able to go right over that, and we'll pin things into it to hold it stable on that grapevine, and then also pin it from the back. So let me grab my glue pot and bring it over. Come on over, buddy. Here it is right here, ready to help us out, do this whole project. Y'all, this is an electric skillet that we put hot glue in. You do need to work with it always where you're monitoring it. You can't just leave it on and walk away because it's dangerous. So you can see here, I am just giving this a little swim in there. And letting it get, you know, nice and covered. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to place it right here, kind of up towards the center, where they come together. I'm going to pull that up a little because it might go through the burlap just a little, and I don't want it to stick to my tail. Whoops. Now, I'm going to flip it over right now, and we're going to get some pins in it where we hopefully grab a little of the grapevine and a little bit of the, I'm going through the grapevine, and I'm also going into the foam, and I can feel it grabbing it from the side there. And I'm doing this right now because this is hot with glue. So it's the perfect time to do it. I've got to navigate that grapevine too, so I have to be careful. Okay, 2 from the back. Slip it around. And I'm going to do a couple here from the front. They're going to grab the vine and the foam. So I'm just tucking that in from each direction. Bada bing, bada boom. There's a little wire there. Anything else I can grab to make it more stable, because I am going to add a full-on sign to this. So not just lightweight flowers. Okay, I make sure it's nice and stable. And I think I'll put a couple more out here just to keep it from flopping around. Let me just put one on each side. There's a lot of nice, good hot glue there, and that's our styrofoam. So it'll just help keep this burlap straight and firm, holding on to our foam block, but we've also got a few going through the grapevine holding it super tight. We don't need to add a hanger because this one actually comes with a hanger built in, so we're good to go. Let's flip it around. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so beachy already. How fun! All right, well, let's grab our components and start working with them. We're going to be gluing them as we put them in. I'll just give them a little swim in the glue pot as we get started. So step 1, let's get some of this beautiful teal filler flower. I love the colors that these all coordinate with each other. So let's get this in here first, and I'm just going to take and trim these. I'm going to sacrifice a couple leaves because I don't need them so long. We're just going to get these started. I love this bush. It's super plasticky, but I just love the way it looks. in your pieces. I've used it in the cream this year, and the pink, and the purple. Y'all, it's so fun. I just think it's a fun bush. Okay, so we've cut up 2 bushes. I sacrificed 1 leaf on those. And what I want to do is just start to fill in, going up and going down. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to decide what direction you're going to put this sign. So our hanger's going to hang straight, okay? All right. Because the hanger's just right in the center, it's going to hang straight. Now, if you add the weight off center, then it will pull the weight over or left or right, or you can have the sign just completely straight. Let me scoot this all over a little bit, guys. Whatever you're feeling. There's the flip-flops with it straight. You know, I kind of like it cattywampus. So if I'm going to do it off center, then I want to put my florals kind of selling that angle up and down. So we're going to do that right now. All right, let's get started with our first bunch. So we're going to use a bunch in the bottom and a bunch in the top. It's just like I say in design school. If you'll just hold these 2 together like a pencil and give them a swirl in your glue, and then we'll just push them right in. Okay, so these will be my longest pieces. We'll get those in first. I'm going to go both ways with these. Up and down, up and down. We'll push those in. I think that's so cute. And then we'll just work out from there. Our sign is going to cover up so much of this foam, we don't have to worry too much, but I want to make sure we're getting it spread out, going back and forth. You guys, our design school opens up twice a year, so if you want to make more complicated wreaths, learn positioning, technique, have access to great supplies at discounted prices, and first dibs on a lot of the new things that are coming out, we'd love to have you in our class. So you can get on the wait list over at KeleasDesignSchool.com. I am excited to welcome new members coming up this fall and all the fun projects we have planned. It's literally my passion. I love doing it. And if you think I'm good, you ought to see some of the people in there who are just amazing what they create. And I just love them. Look at that. I'm spreading it out, fluffing it out. These simple Saturday projects, I try to keep them real easy for you. So no matter what level you're at, you can give them a try and you don't feel intimidated. Okay, so we're just kind of spreading it all out like it's a kind of a filler flower is what we call a little flower like this. And the only thing we did that was a little bit special is we decided that angle when we put that sign in, and then we're just going opposite, okay? And we'd call this a transition point. From here, things go down. From here, they go up. Okay, even before we put more of anything in, let's just lay our sign and see if we like it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute already. I love it. Make sure to give these guys motion up. I think that always is a big part of my design process. Motion up. Everybody needs to be moving in an upward direction. All right, here we go. I'm moving the light just a little bit on y'all. All right, next step. Let's get some of the hibiscus in. You know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and put that sign in. We can slide the hibiscus underneath. Let's get the sign in. So usually we don't use a staple gun, but today we're going to need a staple gun to help put this sign on. He's a little bit bigger and heavier than normal. So if you'll just turn him upside down, all we need to do is just attach a wire right to the center. So I'm going to get my staple gun out here. I got him. And I'm going to grab an 18 gauge wire and we'll just trim him and make him into our own little floral pin. I do this all the time in design school. The blue merinos in there are totally used to it. So this is 18 gauge wire here, and I'm just going to trim it down where it's going to go into the foam, but not be too super long. Okay, so I'm making my own like supersized pin. Okay, and I'm going to need 2 of these because we're going to need to attach this in a couple of places. Let's see. I'll just keep getting it a little shorter, a little shorter. Okay. Once I know my size, I can make 2 that size. And the reason I'm doing this is because I can actually bend it and unbend it. As opposed to a floral pin, if you start doing that, you'll weaken the wire and it won't work. So we're going to use these both in the middle. I'm going to cowabunga it. Here we go. Boom. And let's do one more. Make sure you're using staples that are skinny enough they don't shoot through the other side of your sign. Oops, I missed it. Dang it. Boom! Got them. Now, I like to hit these with glue so they don't pop out. So, let me get my little dowel rod over here. I just bring a dowel rod to my glue pot and just pop a little glue on there. Okay, one glue. That's kind of like a backup plan. You can put a leaf on there. I'm going to actually just push this right into the foam here in a second, so the glue will actually hit the foam. Okay, bend these up like little U-pins. We've already measured them. Just give them their little bends. They're going to work as our holders. I'm going to cut them even a little bit shorter because they don't need to be quite that long. They're just going to go into the metal. We don't need the hanger. You can take it off. Just cut it off. Just leave those little pieces. No one's going to see that. Now, I've got these bent up. Just like that, guys. And I want to hit those with a little glue also. So we've got plenty of glue holding this sign in place. And remember, when we put it on, it's going at an angle. All right, let's do it. So we're going to just push it into the foam. Perfect. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And it goes. This is so cute. I mean, it's super cute. And when I placed that in, I made sure I covered up all the foam. All right, so I can't see any of it. And we're ready to add a few more florals and then fill in with the rest of our filler flower. So let's get our florals and our dolphins over. And we can prep these. Aren't these so cute? I love those. Okay, on this one, we're going to push up the leaves. I like to get the leaves up by the bloom. I don't want to waste them and throw them out. I want to keep them. But we're going to need to cut these shorter. So we'll cut them right here at their intersection point. And because I'm going to have the dolphins swimming up top, I think we'll have one hibiscus coming up and the other two coming down. So let's take this one and we'll use him right in the middle. Kind of coming up this way. How cute. Isn't that fun? I mean, these just scream summer when you see them. Give them a nice bend. And then we'll use the other two down low. And it's important that they're not at the same length. One's a little taller, one's a little shorter, okay? Trim that off. And I'm going to put the long one, then the short one. And make sure you don't cover up the welcome. These need to come out below it. Just flip them up a little. That's so cute. And this one can go right beside it. And this one should be just a hair shorter, so they stagger nicely. Isn't that precious? Now let's grab our cute little dolphins. And I'll just cut these as long as they go. We can trim them, but I'll start by keeping their whole little piece together. All right. And one goes left and one goes right. So one will be a taller, one will be shorter. So let's put the tall one in first. And I'm going to have these guys kind of swimming right around that hibiscus. How cute is that? Make sure you hear that crunch. It's going into the foam. This one needs to be a little bit shorter, so I'm going to trim him right here. I'm going to save his little beaded, cute little glitter part. Okay, and we'll still use that. We'll just put them together as one piece now, side by side. Okay, hold it like a pencil, give it a swirl in your glue pot. And let's go right beside here. I'll go in this section here. So, just important that one's a little shorter, one's a little taller. That is so cute. I love it. All right, now we're ready to fill in more of the foreground closer to the sign. We're going to do that now with the rest of the filler flower. So you're going to do the same trick I just used. I'm going to cut a little piece of this to where I make a smaller piece, just like that, and put them right together. All right, these guys are going to go in here. And just hear them crunch into the foam. And these need to lay right in front of your filler flower. So don't, of your hibiscus. So don't be afraid to cut things down, guys. There's places on each stem where you can make a nice little cut where it looks natural. Listen, Bloomerinos, you guys can do this. These simple Saturday videos are about quick wins. They're great for shop fillers when you want to stock your shop quick and fast. I'm going to cut all these at once. And I'm just cutting them into little clusters we can use together. There's one, there's two. I'll have three left here for the top. And I'm doing the same thing. One's a little taller, one's a little shorter. Okay? Here they go together. Hold them side by side. We're going to give that a swirl. Fantastic. Put that up here, get these dolphins going. and rotate that up a little. Let's go on this other side. One on each side, then we can go right up the middle. This little cluster is a little shorter. Let me use it in the middle, and then we'll go on that other side with the taller one. So I'm just giving the impression that the flowers are layered in there. They're not just on the top. They are right in the middle of the filler flower, the hibiscus. How cute is that? Now, once I get these in, I think it would be also a lot of fun to just pull these metal flowers forward a little bit to give it a little dimension. They went a little flat when we staple gunned on the back, but guys, we did it! So it's going to hang straight, and the flowers are little cattywampus going to the side. But don't you love the little dolphins swimming in there? It's super fun for summertime. If you do pink florals in your garden, you can imagine how beautiful that is and cute on your door. Of course, if you have a beach house, it's perfect. You guys have so much fun with flowers this weekend. We're so glad you're here. Thanks for being part of our community. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us everywhere you're watching, because we love to have fun with flowers and teach you all about it. I'll see you next time, Bloomerinos. Bye!